welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Bisons and the Jets coming up next.
After a long 2-week build-up here in the Bay Area, the moment has finally arrived. It is time for football here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Folks, this is Super Bowl 60, and we've got an outstanding matchup on tap. The moment is upon us, and we've got what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion New York Jets taking on the NFC champions. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. It's been a good season for them so far, and they're just looking to keep that momentum going forward.
They like their record. Now they want to increase it. A win here could really get the momentum going in the right direction.
Meanwhile, for our visitors from Hawaii, well, down on the field, they're all thinking the same thing that they do every week, Charles. All the work, all the preparation over the past week, it all leads up to these next 4 quarters.
It's suspenseful now, Brandon, but once that ball is kicked, that thought will go out the window. From then on, it's just time to execute and fight for a win.
60 years of Super Bowls have led us here. More history to be written tonight as we get underway. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played. And his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. He can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you've got the biggest game of your life to win.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Now Jones. Pressure comes and down he goes. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Here's the Jets punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. Fielded at the 20. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
And there are a lot of quarterbacks who had terrific careers. Think about guys like Phillip Rivers, Randall Cunningham, Dan Fouts, Warren Moon. But they never got to a Super Bowl. Yet here he is in his 2nd NFL season, already getting his chance. We harken back to Dan Marino, another superstar, made it in his 2nd year, lost the game, and never made it back again.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing now is Daniels. Complete to Zacchaeus. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on 4th down here. He sets to fire deep. Oh, man, it's caught inside the 10. And touchdown. Ben Sinnott with a first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and a long one at that. And the Bison's decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. A drive there of just 4 plays. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball is going to come out to the 30-yard line.
Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive.
They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Now Hall to start the drive.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Here's Hall again.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Here's the Jets punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10.
Daniels looking to throw. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this match.
Oh, wide open, complete. And he will take it in for the touchdown.
Ben Sinnott.
His second touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Bisons will add to their first quarter lead here in this Super Bowl.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
And now out come the Jets. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10.
They'll start on the ground. Hall.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing, Jones. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Bobby Wagner in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Taking it about the 16.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards.
And out will come the offense as they take over.
The Honolulu offense set to take over possession of the football.
And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance. I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Robinson will try to pick it up.
And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Off the play fake, Daniels.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
2nd and 10.
19 tight. 19 tight.
Play action. Now it's Daniels. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
Going for the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15.
Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
We've got a lot more ahead of us here in Super Bowl 60, 2nd quarter. Appreciate everyone joining us. Super Bowl 60 here tonight. Time to begin the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis up in the booth as we get set to resume play.
And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8.
Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
When a drive goes this long, you have to give a lot of credit to the guys up front, those big fellas, because the offensive line is putting something together that allows them to continue to control the ball. I know a lot of people think they get fatigued on a long drive. Actually, a lot of times the reverse happens. They actually get energized because they're controlling the ball, and they're the ones dictating to the defense.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Ben Sinnott with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bisons continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Jonathan Allen just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Jones, and pressure coming, and they got him once again. Dorrance Armstrong in there to drop him at sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Hall ought to give up the middle. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle.
Fielded at about the 28. A great return there of 22 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. 50 yards. And the Bisons are starting to open things up here in this Super Bowl. Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now a 2nd and 10. They'll go again with Hall. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one.
And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
The Honolulu offense set to take over possession of the football. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard.
They go play action. Daniels. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, Robinson.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down.
To throw is Daniels.
He completes this one to Terry McLaurin.
Down the left sideline.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown.
Terry McLaurin.
64 yards.
And the Bisons are starting to pour it on the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes this 35-0 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
And the Jets set to take the field.
Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10.
Under pressure, and down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jones. And the pressure gets to him again. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
On 3rd down, here's Hall.
And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? Here's the Jets punter now. He's been terrific so far. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Fielded just inside the 30. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl.
One of the greatest performances of the year usually, but not here. Halftime of the Super Bowl is skipped, and we are on to the 2nd half.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bison's offense and Jaden Daniels getting set for this next possession.
The offense back out there at the line ready for their next drive.
And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation, CD, and say, gosh, we're halfway to the Lombardi Trophy. Let's not slow down now.
And I like the way you went there. Let's
must not slow down now because the first half certainly went their way, and I would expect them to continue with that type of a game plan. But you're right. You do think back to Super Bowl 54. 49ers had a double-digit lead in the fourth quarter, couldn't hold on, so plenty can still happen.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for the touchdown. Ben Sinnott with a record 4th Super Bowl touchdown tonight. And the Bisons come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and it is 42-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Jets offense and Breece Hall headed out onto the field. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Throwing to start the drive. Jones trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. And right about now, you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't going to happen for us in this game.
Well, it's a thought that is worth having because so far in this game, this defense has not just had the upper hand. They've appeared to be a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps, to everything they've done. They've had an answer for everything.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bisons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. New York ready to go again offensively. Well, the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that because otherwise they certainly
taking it right down Broadway through the middle of the field. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Garrett Wilson, 70 yards. And the Jets are able to claw one back. Myers connects on the PAT. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. There's Terry McLaurin, such an exciting pass catcher as this offense comes out for their next drive. Not a bad day at the office there. Maybe he would like the catch number to go up a little bit, but I think most guys would say 2 catches, 2 touchdowns. That's okay.
I think if the catch number goes up, we start talking about the record books because at that pace, this type of efficiency, oh yeah, I think I throw it to him a little bit more often.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Throwing it Terry McLaurin's way again, and he's got it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11, 1st down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
This is caught. Touchdown. Terry McLaurin with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bisons get another third quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. And, Charles, the name of the game last time, efficiency. Their very first snap, they connected for a quick touchdown.
They get more value than just the points from that series as well. Only needing one play, it keeps the entire offense rested up.
And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. Straight ahead is Hall. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Taken in at the 22. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. There's Terry McLaurin, such an exciting pass catcher as this offense comes out for their next drive. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. There's a short one pulled in by Sinnott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another catch for him. He's over the 250-yard mark now for the game, and he's got another 1st down. To the air goes Daniels. Zacchaeus here hauling it in. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another 1st down.
And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bisons just continue to roll. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Another go-around now for the Jets offense. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. They'll give to Hall. Fights through and now a crease. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet 1st down. Hall again. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. 3rd quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10. Jones now. They're bringing a blitz. He finds Wilson. Down the left sideline. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Garrett Wilson. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Jets are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Extra point up and through by Myers. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Here's Daniels, still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Now Daniels. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Only one quarter left here in Super Bowl 60 as we get set to begin the fourth.
Lion, go!
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Working out of the gun, Daniels. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, I think it's pretty evident that any blowout isn't going to be big enough for them. They're already up 7 full touchdowns, and it's still not stopping them from throwing it deep downfield, taking their shots, trying to add more points.
They'll look to throw again, escaping the pressure right. Manages to locate McLaurin for another catch. A good pickup there at 22. Well, fans expect these primetime slots to deliver some of the best games each week. And, well, one team has certainly followed through with that tonight. Just an absolute clinic, Charles, on offense here. And they don't seem to be done trying to drive that football.
Yeah, and continue your theme about one team enjoying it. One fan base is enjoying it as well. The other fan base, they might disagree with what they've seen, but the one that's winning, they're certainly getting their money's worth.
And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Hey, check that. Let's go now.
They'll run it here. This is Rodgers. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
It went for broke on 3rd down, and it would have really lit up the sideline if that one had worked. What do they do now on 4th down?
Let's go. Ready.
Daniels going to try to sneak. Try to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He didn't. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And the Jets are going to get the football back. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Look at the big fella go. Inside the 20. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Jeremy Ruckert, 99 yards. And the Jets get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Myers connects on the PAT as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. There's Terry McLaurin, such an exciting pass catcher as this offense comes out for their next drive. And I think we both agreed he could have a really good game with this matchup, but over 200 yards now.
I don't think we saw it as that good, and I think what really makes it special is when games like this are occurring, it's not just getting locked in. And
the defense loses him. It's complete. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Ben Sinnott, 73 yards. And the Bisons add 6 more to their point total. And they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. So out now come the Jets. And their Super Bowl hopes are dwindling here in the fourth. That AFC crown from 2 weeks ago starting to seem like a distant memory. And this one just has not gone as they had hoped. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. Looking to throw. Jones. This one finds Wilson downfield. Now he's loose again. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Garrett Wilson with his third touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Jets are able to at least get one score back. Extra point up and through by Myers as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. There's Terry McLaurin, such an exciting pass catcher as this offense comes out for their next drive. And he is just one reception away from 10 in this game. I don't know what they need to do defensively, but something has to be altered, does it not? Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Jets are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. On first down, he'll drop to throw. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Through the middle of the field. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Tyler Conklin, 27 yards. And the Jets take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Myers connects on the PAT as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a heck of a return as he goes out of bounds across the 50 inside the 45. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
The offense on third down, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Daniels. Over the middle, complete. It's Mack. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big play there on the catch and run. 32 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run this one right with Robinson. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning. The offense back out on the field here following the 2-minute warning. The ball on the 8. Still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7. Robinson with another carry.
He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Robinson up the middle.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now Daniels going to give it up on the touch pass.
Shoves him away, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down, and that will force a turnover on downs. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 12.
Now Jones. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
Commissioner Goodell on the podium to make the presentation of the Lombardi Trophy to a very worthy franchise. They are your Super Bowl 60 champions. So that'll conclude another captivating season of the NFL on EA Sports. So for Charles Davis and all the hardworking men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying good night from Santa Clara.